Hey, it's me, Bobby33, and this is my playthrough of Sonic Forces. Uh, to get this out of the way, yeah, this is a disappointing game. I know Sonic games are, you know, not held to the highest regard, specifically 3D Sonic games, but with Sega saying that they're going to take them more time developing the Sonic game, I was expecting better. Now, granted, this isn't the worst Sonic game I ever played, and I will defend some aspect of it, but I don't know, it just seemed like they played it too safe, and you're gonna find out throughout this playthrough. Apologize if I'm talking over the cutscene. I'm not planning to do episode Shadow Story because that really doesn't add anything. I mean, you can just play the main story and get the gist of it. And back at Green Hill. Yeah, I like the music here at the very least. But yeah, you know, this is pretty much your basic tutorial. Sonic's went back to the boost formula. Well, in modern Sonic, it's okay. Sometimes it feels a bit stiff, but for the most part, it works fine. In rare occasions, the homing attack will not work, as in it doesn't allow me to lock onto a certain target. Maybe it will show off in that one part in Sunset Hill. You may have saw it in my review.
Green Hill's looking a lot more like Sand Hill right now.
But yes, pretty much modern Sonic gameplay is pretty basic. I mean, it works well most of the time. But as a term for level design, well, this is the first stage, so it's unfair to say it's too basic. But it's like that throughout the whole game.
Is everyone okay?
We are, thanks to you. Cutting it kind of close, though, pal.
Yeah, that's pretty much how I roll. Okay, let's finish this, Eggman.
It will be your finish, Sonic. Behold the power of my
For those who are wondering, I'm playing the Xbox One version. If you play the PlayStation 4 version, you get this icon on the top left saying that gameplay is not allowed to be. The footage is not allowed to be recorded during this part because apparently Sega wants to keep this secret, even though this is
This guy is faster than
pretty much in the
Sonic.
main trailer. So I'm not sure, you know, what else they're hiding.
No, wait. It's something else. Gotta scan him and figure this out.
Now you notice there's some static coming out of these enemies. I think if you're familiar with the Phantom Ruby is, then you can pretty much figure out the story, you know, already from the get-go.
Messed up. They don't make any sense.
But just so I don't spoil too much, I'm not gonna explain everything right away. But don't worry, you're not missing anything, or at least not anything excited. And of course, this part is not animated. It's like, could have done, you know, like a like Knuckles doing a voiceover and showing some cutscenes.
Eggman's army is unstoppable. Without Sonic,
I mean, this game is pretty cheap. $40. Well,
I still don't
that's still a bit too much in my opinion. This game is pretty short.
I'm an optimist, but I'm also a realist. Sonic is gone.
I think in Japan they bundled this with Puyo Puyo Tetris, mainly because Sonic doesn't sell well in Japan.
Silver's right. We've been hoping for a miracle these past 6 months, but I'm afraid we have to make our own miracle.
Eggman's army has everyone terrified. If we want the people to rally, we have to show them that strength doesn't just come from numbers.
Not everyone is terrified. Isn't a new recruit joining us today?
Yes.
The main selling point of this game is to create your own original Sonic character. I also got the Nintendo Switch version because I want to take this game around with me to play, you know, some of the levels. Going back to some of the levels is pretty fun. Both of them I was male, but this time I got to pick a female and a bird in this case. Let's see. Yeah, I like that one a bit. It's like, some of these eyes, they should not have chosen that, even though they probably did it, you know, just so people can make their own funny creations. Let's see. Oh, that's the icon I got. I was thinking it's the fur coat first. I don't know why. But no, let's just go with the standard one. Yeah, over there, top left. You know what? I saw Some Comedy Johnny's review of Sonic Forces. He made his own Brace the Cat character called Cat the Brace. You know what? I gotta copy him and make a fan character of Rave the Sorrow from the Sonic Riders series. Call her Sorrow the Rave. As for this, I don't know, Rip Master Thrill, I guess that one we'll have to do. Yep. Here, doorbell. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Never worry. Yeah, victory pose. Yeah, that's good. So far that's the only stuff it can do with our avatar. We need to unlock costumes throughout the game. Now you may have noticed that the story is more serious compared to the other 3D Sonic games. I think they played it too serious. Well, except for Sonic, of course, he's always comedic.
Doesn't look like much.
Neither do you, Charmy, but I still managed to find a use for your pointy butt.
Yes.
Here, kid, take this. We're depending on you.
It's like,
Okay,
I wish they had like an option for a B character.
save itself.
Make it like a unofficial B movie sequel. Or B movie / Sonic crossover. But anyways, after all that exposition, we're finally gonna get to the second stage. And this time we're playing as our avatar character.
I just received some incredible news. Sonic is alive.
No way. That's excellent.
What? Oh, thank goodness! I knew it. I knew it.
He's captured in the orbiting prison.
The pace of the story is a bit rushed, but well, you go see
We have to rescue him.
probably in the next part, depending where I decide to stop.
Got a squad on the way to the spaceport in the chemical plant to borrow a shuttle. Come on, guys. Who's up for an old school style jailbreak?
Yeah, of course I don't expect the Avatar character to speak. But we're back at Chemical Plant Zone, and I believe Green Hill and Chemical Plant is the only old Sonic stations that actually came back. Some of the stations may have some classic Sonic element, like the casino stage, and there is a stage called Metropolis, which is a level in Sonic Heroes, but it doesn't look anything like the Sonic Heroes stage. But I'm getting too ahead of myself here, but the Avatar is pretty similar to modern Sonic, that she's able to go in 2D or 3D mode. Got a grappling hook that can not only attack enemies like the homing attack, but grab onto certain items to swing around. Of course, these are automatic. Since you press the button when target. You also get wrist power. Right now, you got the standard frame door, but I'm gonna change that to another one once I get that wrist. Yes, excuse me. Alright, so you also get wrist ability depending on what gun you pick. In this case, you use the fire wrist. For the most part, each gun access you to one wrist power with a few exception of other guns you can get while playing through the game. I'm just gonna stick to one wrist ability. It's not really necessary, or well, it could be beneficial, but I'm just gonna pick one wrist ability, which is gonna be the lightning one. I really like that one. Okay, it's like, oh yeah, I think this is the part where it looks like it leads to a bonus pit, but nope. There's ground there. I don't know, I never really like using the fire one. I mean, it's not bad. It's just not my favorite power up. And I think the finish is getting a little choppy. If you notice that, I apologize. Hopefully this goes better throughout the rendering. The footage on the TV, which I'm watching it from, is fine, but the footage that's on my computer screen, during the recording is getting a bit choppy, at least in the fast area. Everything else seems pretty fine right now. I think it's time for me to get like a new capture card, or well, maybe not computer. I think the computer's still fine, but definitely a new capture card. Technically, I can render it in 60 frames, but I had to scale it down to 1080p, 720p. I have no need for 4K just yet, and okay, introducing classic Sonic. So I guess you could say this is sort of a sequel to Sonic Generations.
You're that Sonic from another
But
dimension, aren't you? Right. That makes sense, I think. Do you know how you got here? Maybe the power that Eggman is using is somehow
I'm
affecting
gonna let this
other
cutscene
dimensions,
play out for a bit.
which might work to our advantage. I mean, everything happens for a reason, right? We need to save the world, and maybe that's why you're here, to help
But a
save
quick
the world.
spoiler that
Either way, it's still good to see you, Sonic.
Classic Sonic did not
It's
need to
good
be
see any
here.
Sonic.
In fact, I barely remember any of his stages except for this one, obviously. The one I'm playing right now.
shows Eggman
Uh,
up ahead. Enemies could be lying in wait.
people have been comparing the physics of
Feeling Eggman has some tricks.
Sonic Forces Crest Sonic to the one in Sonic Mania, which is, well, I won't say unfair, but it's done by two different developers. This one's by Sonic Team, and the other one was I believe Headcan Studios, you know, a small indie team. But with that being said, Classic Sonic is not very good here. It's like, I don't know what's it about him. Like, I don't know, just doesn't have much momentum as usual. It's like, I don't remember him being this heavy while playing Sonic Generations.
This is terrible. They've made a total mess of this place. We have to stop Eggman and end this war quick.
But pretty much all you can do is use the moveset from Classic Sonic, you know, like the spin dash, and oh yeah, you can also do the drop dash. It's like, I'm so used to bouncing off the enemies off the motorbikes, like, I'm not sure if I just didn't hold down the jump button right or what. Like,
Be careful, Sonic. I'm detecting a ton of
it's
reeds
like,
besides
oh yeah, another complaint is that these stages are pretty short. Well, I guess it's good in this case because Classic Sonic is not really fun to play as. But you go see me fly through these stations like probably less than 2 minutes at times. 3 minutes tops unless I'm beginning of a particular stage. But those are few and those are very few and far between.
There is no reason to resist. Simply is no. I can taste your terror, child.
I think Infinite is a pretty decent character.
It's delicious.
They could have done better, but I really like the idea of Infinite.
Please, screaming. I'll let you live.
Again, I don't want to spoil too much, but you get an idea of his power once we face him in battle.
Knuckles, can you hear me?
Rouge, it's about time.
I think I'm gonna end this part right about here after this
They're getting ready to banish him into
I guess cutscene.
What? You can't be
There's a lot of these dialogue box conversations.
Sonic alive all this time. He's been
I mean,
waiting to show me his completed empire before
there is plenty of cutscenes. This is
Pass the time. Oh, that's low.
I think there's just too much of the dialogue box conversations.
Our rescue plan and is moving forward with his plan ahead of schedule.
Like,
The clock is ticking.
I know it's just supposed to tell the story and you know set the scene for the next stage you're gonna play, but
That's where he's keeping
I fact this is way too many of these and
Oh man,
it destroys the pace of the game.
none of this is good, Vector. That's why it's called
Yeah,
war.
see why I think this game is too serious.
Let's go get Sonic.
Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna end it right here. Hopefully the footage doesn't end up too choppy. Again, if you notice that, I apologize, but I'll be back in part 2. Hopefully I can fix these changes.